Hey friends, welcome to your Total Body Active Recovery. For this workout, you will need something long. I am going to use a jump rope, you can use a towel, you can use a bar, you can use a resistance band. Anything that you have that's a little bit longer, you can use. You will also need a mat down on the ground for some comfortability for a couple of the moves. And then if you're going to stick around for the cardio, you will need a weight. For the core move, I am going to use a 20. All right? All right, friends. Let's go start with our warm-up. Marching in place, hand opposite leg. So our first set of moves, we have an inchworm walk, we have a squat to side bend, we have a total body around the world, and the world's greatest stretch. That's what the stretch is called. I did not name it that. But it is a good stretch though, okay? Second set of move, we have a pedal pike, we have a T-spine twist, a cat-cow, and extended leg frog. So go ahead and rotate those hips out. We're gonna be hitting everything today, friends. Lower body, upper body. It's gonna be a good one. And let's do some arm circles forward. I don't know about you all. My glutes are sore from yesterday, so I don't know exactly what it is. I'm gonna guess maybe the bridge that we did. Let's go back. My glutes are pretty sore. I was not expecting that. 2, 1, and we are gonna start with an inchworm walk. So we're gonna start on one side of the mat. We're gonna roll down. We're gonna walk ourselves out into that inchworm, and then we're gonna walk our feet in, stand up, turn around, and we're gonna go the opposite way. If you cannot roll down like that, you can bend your knees, walk out. If you need to use your knees, you can, okay? But then we're gonna come up and we're gonna walk in. All right? Okay. Side bend. So we're gonna have that rope, whatever you have, up above your head. We're gonna come down into a deep squat if you can, and then we are going to side bend, side bend. If you cannot get that deep down to the squat, you can stay up higher. Still doing the side bends. We are going to keep our jump rope, towel, whatever you have for the next round as well. Or for the next move, not next round. Next move, 3, 2, 1. We're going to do total body around the world. So again, we're going to start up, we're going to come down, we're going to bring those arms all the way around and back up. We are going to go one direction for 30 seconds. I will let you know when to switch. Other direction. Nice job. And we're gonna do the world's greatest stretch. So we're gonna have one foot forward, one foot back. And then from here, we are going to rest your hand down on the ground and we are going to twist, reaching up towards the ceiling. So the foot that's in front, that same side, is reaching up. If you need to drop your back knee, you can. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna switch feet and rotate the other way. Keep breathing, keep holding. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Whew. Okay. Walk it out a little bit. Shake it out. So during active recovery, we don't use very heavy weights because we're mostly focused on form, we're focused on stretching, some mind-muscle connection. That is the goals of active recovery. But that doesn't mean some of the moves can't be challenging, especially if you're used to or not used to moving a certain way. Let's go back into that inchworm walk. Some of the moves can be really hard, so just do your best. Also, some of the moves can be kind of awkward. You might think like, oh, this isn't too bad, it'll flow pretty easy. And then you try to do it and it does not flow easy. That's okay. It is not the point of active recovery to look pretty. It's just to move your body in a different way. For example, I'm sure these do not look cute when I do them. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Grab your equipment. Hold it above our head. We're going to come down to that squat. Side bend. Side bend. Use that core to pull you back up. Almost there, friends. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. Total body around the world. Other direction. Three, 2, 1. World's greatest stretch. 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. And we're going to twist and hold. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Nice work, guys. Okay, we're gonna have that one more time. Then we'll move on to our next set of moves. We don't need any equipment at all for the next round, so. Pretty minimal equipment for this workout as a whole. For those of you who have been doing the active recovery all week, I hope you are feeling loose, you're feeling ready for the next phase, which starts on Monday. Roll down, or walk it out, then walk those feet in. Put some pressure on that rope, towel, bar, whatever it is you have. Total body around the world. Other direction. Three, two, through to stretch. Remember, you can drop that back knee if you need to. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, other side. Three, two, one. moves, we have a pedal pike. So pike is when we have both our hands and feet on the ground and we push back, and then we're gonna pedal our heels down. We have a T spine twist. We'll be on our hands and knees for that. Cat cow on our hands and knees. And extended leg frog, extended leg frog. We'll be down on the ground. My brain was not computing those words there for a second. All right. So go ahead and come down onto your hands and knees. And we are going to push back into a pike. And from here, we are going to take our heels and we are going to pedal. We will take a break halfway through so all the blood doesn't rush to our head. Three, 2, 1. We're gonna release, sit back a little bit. Then we're gonna push back up, back into that pike and back to pedaling. Three, 2, 1. So we're gonna have our knees on the ground, hands under our shoulders. We're gonna take one arm, we're gonna put it behind our head, and we're gonna twist and open. And then we're going to twist down to our opposite arm, back to open. 2, 1, other side. Open, twist back down. Three, 2, 1. Nice job. We're gonna bring both hands down now. We're gonna go into a cat-cow, so we're gonna work that spine. We're gonna arch that spine up and hold it for a couple seconds. Then we're gonna release, let that belly drop, and arch that back. Push back up. And release, let that belly fall. Push that back up. And let it fall. Make sure you're breathing. 2, 1, nice job. We're gonna do an extended leg frog. So we're gonna be on one knee, we're gonna extend the other leg out. We're gonna put our hands in front of us here. And we are going to sit back and come up. If you can't quite have it, all the way straight, you can bend it a little bit if you need to. Wherever you feel a stretch. And other side, put that leg out, sit back. You should feel a nice stretch towards the inside of the leg here. Three, 2, 1. Nice work. All right. Woo. Okay. us different. They have us moving in a different way. They get us thinking about different things. I myself am a really big fan of active recovery, mobility, stretching. And I wasn't always like that. Let's go into that pedal bike. For a long time, I thought, go ahead and pedal those heels down. If I was not getting my heart rate super high, or if I was not lifting super heavy, it wasn't worth my time. And as I have gotten older and have dealt with some mobility issues and some different injuries, I have come to realize how important it is to be able to not just move heavy things or be able to move fast, but also to be able to move well. Whoops. Let's go ahead and come down for a little break here a second. And push back up. Let's finish this out. Nice job. Come down to your hands and knees. We're going to put a hand behind our head and we're going to rotate down and then rotate open. Two, one, other side. Two, one. We're going to go into cat-cow. So we're going to arch all the way up. And then release. Let that belly fall. Arch that lower back the opposite direction. And then push back up, round that back. And release. Push up. And release. Push up. Almost there, friends. And release. Hold that for 3, 2, 1. Nice job. We're going to extend that leg out, hands in front of us, sit back, and rock forward. Three, 2, 1, other side. Three, 2, 1. Nice work. Okay. One more time, friends. We will be done with the active recovery portion of this workout. You want to hear something funny? This is the week where we literally have not had anything pretty much each of the weeknights, and this has been the week that I have sweat the least. So usually I have like 5 million things going on, and I'm like, man, I hope I don't sweat very much today, and I always do. I always end up sweating my ass off. And then this week, when I could have had 100 different events, and it wouldn't have, you know, affected those events or whether or not I had to shower. And it's active recovery week, so going to that pike and we're gonna pedal. No, I'm not saying I didn't sweat at all. I am sweating a little bit, but not quite the amount as when I am lifting heavy weights, you know what I mean? 3, 2, 1, come on down. And let's push back into it. Finish these up. Three, 2, 1, lower down. T-spine twist. Two, 1, other side. Three, 2, 1, cat-cow. All right, let's roll that back up. And release and let that belly fall. Push back up. And release. Push up. And release. Arch that back again. And let that belly fall. Hold that for 3, 2, 1. And we're gonna do that extend the leg frog one last time. So push back, shift up. Nice work, friends. Let's go ahead and come down onto our backs. We're gonna bring our arms up above our head, arch that back up, stretch that core out. Nice job. We're gonna lift the leg up, pull it over. Now, since we have been doing active recovery all week long, I'm gonna do something different tomorrow for our weekend workout. Not 100% sure what that is yet. And pull it up into a figure 4, but it's going to be different than what we normally do because we've essentially been doing that all week long. So we're gonna do something to get us in the mood for the upcoming phase. Let's reach that leg all the way across, get us warmed up a little bit, get us pumped up. And roll up into that figure 4. Nice job. Come all the way up to standing. All right, friends. Nice work today. Nice work this week. Hopefully you are feeling nice and loose and you are ready to tackle the new phase next week. If you're done for the day, take your picture, check it in the community, and I'll see you all tomorrow for our weekend workout. I will see you all then. If you're gonna do some cardio with us, let's go over the moves real quick. And we are going to do a cross chop tap. So we are gonna bring a leg across and we're going to chop across our body, down, other direction. So we are gonna go back and forth. There is no modification for this because it's already low impact. And then we're gonna do a high knee twist. So we are going to bring that knee up and we're gonna twist in. Okay, going back and forth. Again, it's already low impact, but if you need to keep your foot closer to the ground, you can. And then we are just going to do a run in place. Nothing fancy here. Modification, you can march it out if you need to. And then last but not least, we have a weighted side bend. So grab a weight if you would like one. We're gonna hold it in one hand. We're going to lower down. And then we're gonna use our core to pull it back up. Okay, so we'll do 30 seconds on one side. I will say switch. We will do 30 seconds on the other side. You can use a lighter weight for this or drop the weight completely, get the move down, add in the weight later. Okay? All right. Cross chop tap. Make sure that core is engaged. Keep moving, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, nice job. High knee twist, so hands behind our head. We're gonna twist one direction, bring that knee up, and the other. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Feeling that soreness from yesterday coming in my glutes. All right, just go ahead and run in place. If you need to get in a lot of steps, you can take up the intensity a notch. If you need to slow it down, you can. If you need to march it out, you can. Whatever's challenging for you. pull it up. Three, two, one, other side. Three, two, one. All right, friends. Do that 2 more times. Cross chop tap. Almost there. Three, two, one. High knee twist, so go ahead and put those hands behind your head. Bring that knee up and twist, back and forth. Getting a lot of core work in on this cardio portion of the workout. Two, one. Okay. Turn in place. Over halfway done. Keep that core engaged. Breathe in the nose, out the mouth, control the breathing. Three, two, one. Nice job. Weighted side bend. 2, 1. All right. One more time, friends. We'll be done for the day. Back to cross chop, tap. So tap across, bring that arm up, other direction. Last round for today. Put our hands above our head. We're gonna take a deep breath all the way in and out. Again, deep breath all the way in Creature Check in the community, and I will see you all tomorrow for our weekend workout. I'll see you all then.